Well, good morning, and good morning once again. I would like for you, and you to share this live stream. I want you to share this live stream with your family members. I would love for you to share this live stream with your friends. I would love for you to share this live stream to your stories. I would love for you, and you to continue sharing this live stream to any unidentified persons, groups that you are a part of, to any missing persons groups that you are a part of, to any exploitation groups that you are a part of, any child exploitation groups that you are a part of, adult exploitation groups that you are a part of. Share this live stream to any human trafficking groups that you are a part of, any trafficking groups that you are a part of. Share this live stream to your community groups, your local community groups. It could be local community groups throughout Northwest Indiana. It could be local community groups throughout the entire state of Indiana, stretching all the way to Indianapolis. We want those people joining this live stream today and beyond. You could be in community groups out in Chicago, Illinois, or community groups throughout the state of Illinois. We want you to share, 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 and share, and share, and tag once again. Thank you so very much. I decided to host a live stream this morning that I didn't think should wait until the evening. The Bible says, in all of your getting, get an understanding, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay if you don't believe in the Bible. Totally fine. Atheists are always welcome. Okay? I'm quoting something that has stuck with me and continues to stick with me throughout my journey as a journalist, as an activist, as a person, as an individual, and all of your getting, going back to biblical scripture. Get an understanding. Get an understanding. Get an understanding. And efforts to make sure that the general public gets an understanding. I've presented a photo of an RV, a screenshot of messages via text or messenger. Just know that they are messages with dates attached. And I am presenting key information, ladies and gentlemen, presenting key information discussed, and said message in said screenshot that I'm pointing at right now. Okay? And also, so you will know who I am referring to, who am I discussing, what is this live stream really all about. It's all about Emma Baum. Okay? Her disappearance. A pretty interesting timeline or chain of events attached to her disappearance. And an RV camper that has been brought into the equation in terms of circumstances surrounding Emma's disappearance. Getting an understanding. I'm going to give you all a moment or so to tag the individuals that you need to tag. After you've done so, I'll begin reading, and it's going to be a slow read. I want you to really understand what's being said here. A disclaimer, and then I will discuss in the most non-biased way possible, really, a timeline. And at that point, you and your groups, community groups, with your friends, with your loved ones, in your private chats, you can make a determination as to what you think could be occurring in a situation such as this that has unfolded, unfortunately, before our very eyes. You make that determination. I'm just presenting the receipts. The receipts, okay? All right. So I think we have enough people here. All right. So I'm going to begin our disclaimer. All right. Lured, Lost, and Unsolved has no dog in this fight. And neither does Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. The only people, this is the disclaimer, who know what happened to Emma is possibly Emma and whomever she was last seen with. It's uncertain which statements are true or fabricated. Okay? It's very much uncertain what statements are true, what statements have been fabricated. Try to avoid feeling as though Emma or anyone else mentioned is being personally attacked due to the mere presence of conversations not carried out by Pebbles. Who is Pebbles? That's me. Or anyone possibly observing text messages attached to this post. Now that I've given the disclaimer and I've asked you not to become so emotionally distraught by what you're saying and take this as some sort of personal attack upon you. Online users tend to do this all the time. I don't know why this happens, but it happens all the time. I'm going to begin discussing the timeline or the facts really as I know them to be at this time. The timeline can definitely change. A timeline is an evolving thing in an investigation such as this. It can evolve, right? It can change. It can fluctuate. There can be dates added and dates taken away when we're discussing missing person cases, okay? So timeline and details explain. Emma was not reported missing until October 28 of 2024. GPD told a media outlet this bit of information. And NBC Chicago is the source that I'm quoting regarding where I got that date specifically from. Family members said they realized, okay, something was wrong on October 10th of 2024 online or in various posts and verbal statements multiple times. Family members have stated they realized something was wrong on October 10th of 2024, ladies and gentlemen, multiple times. Antwon, who is Antwon? Antwon name is, full name, Antwon Cordell. Maybe I don't have it quite in order because I don't have his birth certificate. Well, birth certificate, at least not yet anyway. Antwon Cordell Dante Butler, also known as 23, also known as Riley G Freeman, said via messenger Emma left his home on, we have that receipt, but it's not presented in the screen or this stream right now because I would literally have to cover my face up to do that. But it has been posted on all of our platforms, or at least as many as I could without violating community guidelines. He said Emma left his home on October 11th of 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, via messenger. Antwon Butler, aka 23, also known as Riley G Freeman. Okay? A lot of people are confused. Who is Antwon Butler? Who's 23? Who's Riley G Freeman? The same person. Message me. Who is me? Pebbles. Before I noticed Emma Baum trending on Facebook. And before one of Emma's relatives sent me a message the first week in November. Okay? When did he message me? October 23rd of 2024. That's when he messaged me. Antwon Butler, 23, Riley G Freeman, saying that a white girl, not his girlfriend, was missing. Saying that a white girl, he did not refer to the white girl as being his girlfriend. And he said she was missing. Okay? Have you reported her missing? Was a follow-up question I typed out. It wasn't AI doing it. And there was a simple one-word response that stated yes. Whether this is true or not true, that is really not, I'm not going to say my concern. I am just merely telling you what the response was. Okay? It's important that you also know Antwon Butler, who is also 23, who is also Riley G Freeman. He's all three of these people. Government name. I call it a government name. Antwon Dante Cordell, or Antwon Cordell Dante Butler. Okay? Was arrested on an unrelated charge. Connected, I researched this personally and looked at the timeline. There's an extensive timeline to a violation of probation based on what I was reading. That could change. On October 29th of 2024. Okay? Okay? So I want you to know that. Multiple family members and web sleuths believe, this is what they believe, Antwon played a role in Emma's disappearance. We can't confirm or deny those allegations. We can't confirm or deny it. Right now, where am I really with all this? Well, right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in deep thought at the moment. And I'm seeing, waiting to see what the evidence, not just evidence or receipts produced by Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. Everything that's posted is not like gold. A lot of it could be mere allegations, okay? You have to say that. You have to know that. What the evidence in terms of what law enforcement agencies are gathering at this time, not just what Missing, Lost, and Trafficked is gathering, ultimately concludes. That's very important that you know that. Ultimately concludes. Because quite frankly, based on the messages that I've received recently, some of them disturbing, based on other bits of information circling online, based on information sent to me by sources who could or could not be telling the truth here. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, even I don't know what to think. I don't know what to believe. All I know is the timeline and what has occurred based on what I believe to be factual information made public in regards to circumstances leading up to Emma Baum and her unborn child disappearance. Okay. You should know there was a young woman who reached out to Missing, Lost, and Trafficked last night. Had a really interesting story. The young woman alleged that she was a mother, a wife, a nurse. Emphasized that she was in the nursing profession, and she stated that this RV is her RV. This is her RV. She said that she drives this RV camper, ladies and gentlemen, to work. She drives it around the city. And she claimed, well, she had nothing to do with Emma's disappearance. I try to take people's word as face value, right? And I'm not inferring that she did. Whoever this really, really young woman is, really young woman, just didn't look like the type to be driving around in an old RV camper to work. You nurse? Nah. I don't think this is her style. But she was so gung-ho and stating and alleging this is her camper. Okay. Didn't provide any proof, registration information. This camper is hers. She just really wanted me to believe that this is her camper and she's being slandered somehow. We just want to know where the camper is and if Emma is in the camper ultimately at the end of the day, or not. We want police to check out this camper if this camper is in fact the camper she was last seen in or near. That's it. That's all. Yeah. So that's what she was alleging. She was really, really pressed. Really, really wanting this camper to get removed. And then she said some crackheads came up with this story. Folks that smoke the crack rock, they came up with this story about some random crackheads. I don't know who the crackheads are. I don't know if they're 25th crackheads, or I don't know if they're 15th crackheads. I don't know if they're 8th crackheads. I don't know which crackheads we're talking about. She said some crackheads. She said some crackheads just fabricated this wild story about this camper and Emma being in the camper. Although the messages from the unnamed recipients sent to Missing Lost And Trafficked, I just don't think they're crackheads, but I don't know their business. I don't know their business. They gave the 2621 Connecticut Street address that links to a colorful house next to an abandoned house when you go on Google Earth. She said crackheads. Yeah, she said crackheads fabricated they cooked this whole story up. She admitted the RV exists. That was interesting. She admitted the RV exists. Yeah. RV exists. It's not an illusion. It's not just my imagination, y'all. Running away with me. No. It's not just my imagination running away with me. There's been enough receipts that I've received. Yeah. At least that, in a court of law, could persuade jurors that this camper exists. Yeah. Something else interesting happened. So I'm online, I'm surfing. I'm always surfing. And I'm surfing again. And then there's this guy. Yeah. He's in this support group. Yeah, he is. And he is claiming, I don't know who this guy is. That camper had nothing to do with this. When pressed, when the group members were asking him, hey, if the camper had nothing to do with this dude, can you tell us who owns the camper? What is this camper stuff really about? Can they just clear this all up somehow? And where's the freaking camper, dude? Well, he doesn't really want to give clear responses to those questions. But he was just so gun-ho about, the camper, it's a made-up stuff. And then what was interesting, y'all? Here's what's interesting. He said the same thing that young woman said that reached out to me via Messenger. Some crackheads whooped up this whole story about the camper. Some crackheads whooped up the whole story. It was some crackheads. They were just like in the middle of smoking crack. And then they decided to just somehow, begin just talking about a random camper. And crackheads have credibility. They know what they saw. If that's the case, they know what they've seen. If that's the case, crackheads done help me find people. Yeah. Let's not take the truth, the potential for the truth to be told away from the crackheads. Let's not do that. Let's not ever do that. Let's not ever do that. It's the folks on the street, y'all, who see the most. I'm not out there all night long. If you working and you got a job, you're not out there all night long on the corner going in and out of abandoned buildings. Yeah. You don't see what happens in the dark. But if we're going to go with this whole crackhead scenario, well, they do. Well, they do. They know what they saw. They're crackheads. Yeah. They're not suffering from memory loss. Memory's still working just fine. If that's what you want me to believe. If that's what you want me to believe. If that's what you want me to believe. Yeah. Okay. So when I say I'm in deep thought, I am really in deep thought. And here's something else that's interesting. There's this white gentleman. I'm not going to call his name. He knows who he is. Some of you, especially the web sleuths, they know too. He's so obsessed with Emma. Emma. I mean, he's actually grieving what could be perceived as the loss of Emma. He is grieving. He's grieving big time. He's grieving so much. He's messaging me as if he thinks I'm Emma. I posted it for the world to see last night. Dude, get a grip. I'm not Emma. What is going on with you? And why are you grieving? As if you have, found out she's no longer here. You are really going through it. And your post is so weird. What is going on with you, dude? It's giving cryptic. It's giving... It's giving I know something, but this is the only way I can show it. And it's eating me up so bad that I gotta reach out to Missing Lost and Trafficked. And I'm gonna grieve Emma by directly messaging Missing Lost and Trafficked as if I am messaging Emma herself. I don't know what to think about that either. I'm just presenting you with all the information that I possibly can. That I possibly can. And it's up to you, and you, to determine ultimately, what you think is happening in a situation such as this. Now, I want to talk about infatuations. Some of you can't really get to the heart of what's going on. You can't really read with an open mind in terms of the traumatic event that has unfolded. You can't be open-minded. You're coming in reading and comprehending from a certain angle because of your infatuations. See, I'm releasing infatuations. I'm not infatuated with Emma's color. I'm not infatuated that she was, seen with the black man in Gary, Indiana, which some say is one of the worst cities in America. I'm not infatuated. With those details. I'm not infatuated with her lifestyle. or what I've learned about her lifestyle. That does not concern me. I'm not infatuated with it. I'm not obsessed with it. It doesn't drive me, or it doesn't detour me from doing what I do as a missing person journalist, as an activist, as a humanitarian. The only thing I'm infatuated with is the truth. And I hope you are infatuated with the truth as well. Because if you're infatuated with the truth, then ultimately that is how you, as the general public, can help figure out where Emma is, what has happened to Emma, and if we're still holding out hope that she hasn't been harmed. But if she's been harmed, if you're infatuated with the right aspects of this case, then you could help Emma get justice to the fullest extent of the law. Pebbles, founder of Missing Lost And Trafficked, is now signing out.